Welcome to join us at Speak Fluent English Lab, where learning to speak fluent English feels simple and fun.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lena.
And I'm David.
You know that awkward moment when the interview just starts? Your heart's racing, your brain's full of English sentences, and suddenly your voice sounds flat or tense?
Oh, yes. Even people with excellent grammar panic because they sound too stiff. They lose warmth right when it matters most.
Exactly. So today we'll fix that. We're sharing 7 winning tricks that make you sound calm, fluent, and confident, even if you're nervous inside, and help you nail any interview. You'll learn what to say, how to say it, and why these phrases work.
And stay till the very end. There's a bonus session. The secret sauce, the mindset that gets you hired. That one truly separates fluent speakers from memorized answer givers.
All right, everyone. First impressions decide so much. Before any technical question, your voice, rhythm, and tone already tell the interviewer how confident you are.
True. We'll start with 3 subtle tricks that set a positive tone from the first hello. They're easy, natural, and instantly make you sound more professional.
Many candidates open with, "Good morning, sir. Nice to meet you." It's polite, but sounds rehearsed. Fluent speakers sound friendly and genuine.
Try saying, "It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me today."
Hear that difference? It's natural and sincere, respectful, but still confident.
What makes this line work is balance. You show appreciation while sounding composed, not overly formal.
And if the interviewer greets you with something like, "Welcome, thanks for coming in today," or maybe, "Good to have you here with us," or even, "Hi there, thanks for joining us today," you can respond smoothly with, "Likewise, I'm looking forward to our conversation."
Perfect. That reply fits any of those openings and keeps the rhythm warm, confident, and professional. Exactly the first impression you want. The second trick separates fluent speakers from learners. They use silence as a tool.
Yes. When you rush, you fill space with or like. That signals nervousness. Instead, try saying, "Let me think about that for a second." Then pause and breathe.
Instantly better. It sounds thoughtful, not blank. You own the moment instead of letting panic lead.
Notice what's happening here. You show you care about giving a quality answer. That little phrase buys time and shows maturity.
And here's the bonus. When you pause intentionally, the interviewer mirrors your pace. You lead the room's energy.
So next time your mind yells, "Fill the gap," just smile and pause. Owning silence is powerful. It feels fluent and fearless. Here's the third trick, and it's a game changer. Most candidates wait passively for questions, then answer like they're defending themselves. Fluent speakers flip that dynamic. They sound interested, not interviewed.
It's like this. That's such an interesting question. May I share a short example?
Love that! Instead of reacting, you invite dialogue. You turn an interrogation into a conversation.
The magic here is control with politeness. You lead the exchange naturally, and the interviewer feels you're engaged and curious.
When they say, "Sure, go ahead," you continue with your story. Now you're collaborating, not just answering.
Exactly. You're sharing insight, not reciting a script. That's when real fluency shines through.
Picture yourself walking in, smiling naturally, saying, "It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me today." Then later, you pause calmly and lean forward with, "That's a great question. May I share a short example?" Every line feels easy and confident.
Exactly. Before any technical answers, you've already shown you belong there. You sound like a professional colleague, not a nervous student.
And that's the secret. No complex grammar, just presence and tone control.
Great foundation! Up next are the phrases that help you describe your strengths and achievements fluently without sounding like you're bragging. Now that you've built a strong first impression, it's time to handle the big question. Tell me about yourself.
Ah, yes, the question everyone dreads. People either freeze or ramble through their whole life story.
Exactly. Fluent speakers answer with direction, not drama. They sound confident, clear, and human.
So the next two tricks will show you how to describe yourself naturally, with impact, but without bragging. Most people list what they've done. I worked on projects I was responsible for. It's dull. Fluent speakers talk about results. They show impact.
Try saying, I've led projects that improved team efficiency by about 20%.
Immediately stronger. You sound like someone who makes things happen, not someone reading a CV.
What makes this line work is that it pairs an action verb with a result. It's specific, but still natural.
And if you don't have numbers, you can still express results emotionally. I really enjoyed helping new team members settle in quickly.
Perfect. That shows leadership through empathy. It's professional, yet personal.
Oh, exactly. It's more than what you did. It's how you made people feel or what you improved.
Notice how fluent speakers highlight transformation. They use verbs like improved, designed, led, developed, created. They describe the outcome as a story.
Right. Listen to this comparison. I was responsible for data analysis versus I helped the team make faster decisions by analyzing data trends.
The second one paints a picture. You sound like part of progress.
That's the secret behind this trick. Show the interviewer what changed because you were there.
When fluent speakers talk about work, they link ideas smoothly. They don't just drop facts, they connect thoughts.
Try a connector, like, what I really enjoy about that is, or the best part for me has been.
You hear how human that sounds. Suddenly, your answer feels conversational.
The magic here is tone flow. You sound engaged and reflective, not robotic.
And when you use that line, most interviewers lean forward because they feel your enthusiasm.
Exactly. For example, I worked in customer support, and what I really enjoyed about that was helping people feel calm again after a stressful call.
That's brilliant. It's warm, specific, and memorable. You sound emotionally intelligent.
See? You're not just saying what you did, you're sharing why you liked doing it. That's what makes your English sound natural and your personality shine.
Notice what's happening here. You've moved from information to connection. That's the step most learners skip.
People naturally remember stories with feelings. That's why this trick works. It turns an interview into a genuine exchange. Picture the moment. The interviewer asks, "Tell me about yourself." You breathe, smile, and say, "I've led projects that improved efficiency by 20%. What I really enjoyed about that was seeing the team work together more smoothly."
Beautiful. It flows like a confident chat, not a memorized paragraph.
You've shown results, emotion, and composure in one go. That's professional storytelling in English.
And now you're ready for the final two tricks, how to close the interview powerfully and leave the interviewer thinking, that's the person we want. You've introduced yourself confidently. You've described your strengths clearly. Now let's finish strong. The final impression often decides everything.
Right. How you wrap up an interview can make you unforgettable or forgettable. These next two tricks help you close with style and certainty. Most candidates finish answering questions and then wait politely. Fluent speakers do something smarter. They ask questions that show curiosity and confidence.
Exactly. When you ask about the role, you stop sounding like you're trying to pass and start sounding like you're exploring if it's the right fit for you too.
Here's one great line. Could you tell me a bit more about what a typical day in this role looks like?
Perfect. You sound engaged and professional. It tells the interviewer you're already imagining yourself doing the job.
Notice how the question is polite but confident. You're not asking for permission. You're starting a two-way conversation.
And when they describe the role, you can nod, smile, and respond naturally. Maybe say something like, "That sounds like a great balance of teamwork and independent work. That's how I work best too."
Exactly. You've just built connection without any fancy vocabulary.
Another brilliant one is, "I'd love to understand what qualities usually make someone successful in this position."
Oh, that's a favorite. It's polite, insightful, and it shows growth mindset.
The magic here is that it makes the interviewer think about you in the context of success. You're helping them picture you as a good fit.
Right. Fluent speakers know interviews are conversations between equals. When you ask about success, you sound confident, not desperate.
And that's what fluency really means. Not just perfect grammar, but knowing how to ask the right questions at the right time. The final words you say often echo after you leave the room. Instead of stiff lines like, "Thank you for your time," fluent speakers express gratitude with life.
Example, I've really enjoyed our conversation. This role sounds like an exciting opportunity.
That's smooth, natural, and sincere. You're showing interest and positivity, not rehearsed politeness.
The magic here is tone. You let appreciation and confidence blend. It's not, thank you for seeing me. It's, thank you for sharing this time with me.
Exactly. It's a small mindset shift, but it changes everything. Gratitude becomes connection.
I like that. Gratitude becomes connection. I'm stealing that line.
Go ahead. Just remember, the goal is to leave the interviewer smiling too. That's emotional fluency.
You finished answering the main questions, but instead of sitting quietly, you smile and ask, could you tell me a bit more about what a typical day in this role looks like?
The interviewer relaxes, leans back slightly, and starts describing the role, the daily teamwork, the kind of projects involved.
You listen, nod, and then follow up with, I'd love to understand what qualities usually make someone successful in this position.
Beautiful. You sound curious, professional, and confident. You're having a real conversation now, not a test.
Then, as the interview wraps up, you say, I've really enjoyed our conversation. This role sounds like an exciting opportunity.
That's the perfect closing tone. Positive, calm, and full of genuine interest. The interviewer walks away thinking, that person really fits our team.
See how natural that feels? You didn't chase approval, you connected.
Exactly. That's the moment when fluent English stops being about words and becomes about presence.
That ending radiates calm confidence. The interviewer feels your professionalism and your personality.
All right, everyone, time for the bonus. The mindset fluent speakers have without realizing it.
I love this part. It's not about grammar or words. It's about attitude.
The secret sauce is this. Fluent speakers don't perform in interviews, they connect.
Exactly. They treat the interviewer like a future teammate, not a judge. Their goal isn't perfection, it's conversation.
That's why they sound confident even when they pause. They're thinking with you, not for you.
So before your next interview, tell yourself, I'm not being tested, I'm exploring if we're a good match. That tiny mindset shift changes your voice instantly.
What makes this work is that it removes fear. When you focus on connection, your tone naturally becomes fluent, friendly, and real.
And that's when interviewers think, we want someone like that on our team.
So let's quickly recap. You've learned 7 tricks. First, start with a soft opener. Second, use calm pauses. Third, sound interested, not interviewed. Fourth, show impact, not inventory. Fifth, use fluent connectors. Sixth, ask about the role, not just the result. The last is, thank with energy, not formality.
And the bonus mindset, connect, don't perform. That's the heartbeat of fluent communication.
Don't worry if you can't remember everything at once.
Rewatch, let it sink in naturally. Pick 2 or 3 phrases and practice. Your English will improve step by step.
Thanks for joining us at Speak Fluent English Lab. Simple tips, fluent English.
See you next time, everyone, and good luck with those interviews.